And it's the international break now. I'm sure the work doesn't stop, but with an excellent run of results, you must be pleased and looking forward to the business end of the season.
Yeah, pleased. It's been a good sort of solid block for us since the winter break, and boys have been really good in terms of the way we're playing our football, and the results have obviously put us in a great position, and they're all sort of feeling good about things. Physically, we're in good shape, and squad-wise, it's probably the healthiest it's been all year, which is important. So hopefully everyone gets through the international break, and then we hit that last important period.
Looking back on the weekend, it was another pleasing result and even better performance. Yorgos Yakimakis scored another hat-trick at Celtic Park. You must be delighted with the return from Yakimakis.
Yeah, he's doing well. But again, he's doing that off the back of some good team performances, and he understands that he gets the rewards and he puts in the hard work as well. But I guess the pleasing thing for me is that we've had a good share amongst the goal scorers and people who need to make an impact at different times. And earlier in the year it was Kyogo and Dave Turnbull, and Liel Abada's scored a lot of goals. Jota, Yakimakis at present, Tommy Rogic has sort of chipped in. So that's been really important for us, and I think that's been the key to sort of our consistency, is that we haven't relied on just one player or one or two players. And it's great for Yakimakis and Dyson, who's been scoring lately, to get amongst it as well.
Quite astonishingly, Yorgos's goals have all been one-touch finishes. Shows how deadly a finisher he is. Have you ever encountered that in your managerial career before, just getting those one-touch finishes?
Yeah, it's not unique. It's the way we play, and I think you'll find most of our strikers, they're the kind of goals they score. It's the way we play our football, and so you look for players who have those attributes. And I think what's more important than sort of how he's finishing is he's getting into the areas we need him to get into. The reason he can sort of finish with one touch is because he's hitting the areas we need him to hit when we deliver him balls in there, and we work on that a lot as a team.
And obviously that great form as well has led to an international call-up by Greece, a country close to your heart as well.
Yeah, great for him, but for all our players, that's the sort of individual recognition you'll get, and great honour for them. So, but again, that's on the back of hard work daily for them to contribute to this football club, and as I keep telling them, whatever sort of individual goals they'll have, will come to fruition if they sort of invest and put hard work into this football club.
You've highlighted a lot of the players that are really impressing you. It's a team game. One of those is Dyson Maeda, who you referred to earlier. Fans were really impressed with his pressing and application in the dying minutes of the game, Ange. Something I'm sure you're not surprised about whatsoever.
No, look, obviously I work with Dyson, so I kind of know what he can bring to a side, and a lot of his work is stuff that maybe isn't flashy and maybe doesn't get the headlines, but in a team sort of concept, it's very important, especially the way we want to play, because it's not just his pressing, but he makes a lot of runs off the ball, doesn't receive it a lot of times, but creates opportunities and space for other players. So particularly when we're playing against teams that like to sit deep, he's just got a great energy about him and a great appetite for work. He's got this great reservoir of energy that he can call upon, whether it's the first minute or the last. And again, he's only sort of taken his first steps in his Celtic career. He'll improve and he'll get better, but he has brought a good energy to the group.
It is the international break now, so what is the plan over the next week or so while most players are away representing their countries? Yeah,
sort of mixed bag of some guys, give some time off to some guys who, played a lot of football in this sort of period, and I've got two or three whose families aren't with them at the moment, so a good chance for them to spend some time with families. Others who need some work, so we get the chance to put some work into some guys who haven't played a lot recently, because we kind of know that once everyone resumes, that'll be it. It'll be head down and sort of go for the finish line. So we want everyone available for that. And that'll be sort of the first week, and then second week, you know, the internationals will get back sort of on different dates, but you know, by the middle of the week we should have everyone back, and then we look forward to the next fixture.
Looking ahead beyond the break, it's going to be a massive Glasgow derby against Rangers at Ibrox. It was a defeat there earlier in the season, unfortunately. It came really early, of course. What are you expecting this time around at Ibrox, Ange?
Yeah, it's a great challenge for us. You know, I think the first game there, we didn't get the result we wanted, but I thought our performance wasn't too bad. It was a pretty tight game. There wasn't a lot of chances for either side. They took theirs. We had a couple that we didn't take. But, you know, there's no doubt it's going to be a great occasion, you know, and you want to go into these games, firstly in good form, which we are, and secondly knowing that there's, you know, sort of big consequences to the outcome. So it's a great position for us to be in, and I know the players will be looking forward to it.
The game back in February against Rangers was a fantastic occasion and night at Celtic Park that saw us go top of the league. Is that the same type of performance and intensity that you will be looking for?
Look, it just depends how the game goes. You know, we definitely want to bring the same sort of energy and intensity. We try and do that all home and away. I think a key to our sort of, you know, the position we're in at the moment this year is because away from home we're still taking the game to oppositions and we're still being really aggressive with our approach, which I think has helped us win a lot of games away from home. So yeah, that won't change, but you just don't know what the opposition will bring. And you know, for us, again, you know, we've been really good at sort of overcoming the challenge that's before us. So whatever that may be in that game, you know, hopefully, you know, within our football we can find the solution.
David Turnbull made his return from injury on Saturday after 3 months out injured. That's a big player to return for you, Ange, one that you turned to quite a lot in the first part of the season. Yeah,
you know, Dave was real important to us. You know, he played a lot of football. Probably, you know, in the end, that's where the injury got him. We didn't have a big squad at the start of the year to call upon, and he was one of the ones that carried that load. But he did it, you know, magnificently, scoring goals, creating goals, working really hard for the team. And it was a shame for him because I thought, you know, he was in for a really big season, and you know, he's had to work hard in rehab, which hasn't been easy to get back. So to have him available now is great for us, great for him as well, because like I said, he's been a key contributor to our season, and you know, there's nothing worse than seeing a player who, you know, has offered already so much and has more to offer and not being able to contribute. So great to have him back, and you know, I'm sure he'll be a key for us in the last sort of bit of the season.
And just sticking with injuries, Tom Rogic came off after a very heavy challenge that resulted in a red card, of course. How's he holding up in the days that's passed since?
We'll see how it all sort of transpires. Unfortunately, you know, he couldn't go back and represent his country, so which was disappointing for him. So, you know, he's still sore. He probably won't train this week, and then we'll just assess how he goes in the week leading up to the next game. But yeah, suffice to say, he was pretty sore after it. You know, he probably could have been a hell of a lot worse, but at the same time, it's enough to sort of keep him out for the sort of immediate term.